Every story has a secret. Some should have stayed buried. The truth hides in the dark, and once you hear it, you can't unhear it. This is Midnight Hour Files, hosted by Dee Dee. Welcome to the Midnight Hour.
Welcome to Midnight Hour Files. If you enjoy true crime stories and unsolved mysteries, make sure to follow and like this podcast. And if you want to support the show, check out my link in bio. Every bit of support helps me keep bringing you more stories like this. Tonight's case is one that feels less like a crime and more like a nightmare that slowly unfolded in real life. What would you do if someone was watching your home before you even moved in? Not just watching, but writing to you, learning your name, watching your children, waiting for you. This is the story of the Watcher House. In 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus purchased what they believed was their dream home. The house was located in Westfield, New Jersey, a quiet suburban town known for its safety and charm. Tree-lined streets, families, kids riding bikes, neighbors who knew each other by name. It was the kind of place people moved to for peace. The house itself had history. Built in the early 1900s, it stood large and elegant, with a deep backyard and enough space for their 3 children to grow up. They hadn't even fully moved in yet. They were in the middle of preparing the home, making renovations, getting everything ready for their family. That's when the first letter arrived. It was a simple, white envelope. No return address, just 2 words written on the front: the new owner. At first, Derek thought it might be a neighbor welcoming them. But the moment he began reading, he realized something was wrong. The letter started off strangely polite, welcoming them to the neighborhood. But then it took a turn. The writer claimed their family had been watching the house for decades. They said their father had watched it before them. And now it was their turn. They referred to themselves as the Watcher. The tone quickly became unsettling. The letter asked questions that made no sense at first. Have they found what is in the walls yet? Why are you here? I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. And then it became personal. The Watcher mentioned the Broaddus family's children, referred to them as young blood, asked if more children would be coming, and said they were pleased to know their names. Names that the family had not publicly shared yet. That meant one thing. Someone had been watching them closely. Not just the house, but the people. The family was shaken. They immediately contacted. Police investigators took the letter seriously. They advised the family to keep the situation quiet, not to alert neighbors, not to cause panic. But within days, another letter arrived. This one was more aggressive. The Watcher questioned the renovations happening inside the home. They seemed upset, almost angry. Why are you making changes? Do you not want the house to remain as it was? The letter hinted again at something hidden within the home, something the Watcher believed belonged there. The family's fear turned into something deeper. They began to question everything. Every neighbor, every person who walked by, every car that slowed down near the house. Who was watching them? Police launched a full investigation. They interviewed neighbors, looked into the history of the home, spoke with previous owners. No one admitted to anything, but there were suspicions. One nearby family drew attention due to unusual behavior. At one point, investigators considered whether someone in that household could be responsible. But there was no proof. DNA testing was done on the envelope. It revealed a female profile, but it did not match anyone in the system. No arrests were made, and the letters kept coming, each one more disturbing than the last. The watcher seemed to know when the family visited the home. They referenced specific events, specific moments, almost as if they were watching in real time. At this point, the Broaddus family made a decision. They would not move in the house that was supposed to be. Their dream had become something else entirely. Something threatening. Something unknown. They tried to sell the house, but word had spread. The story had leaked. Potential buyers were hesitant. Who would want to live in a house where someone claimed ownership from the shadows? At one point, the family even considered tearing the house down, starting over. But the town denied their request, so the house remained empty. Quiet, but not forgotten. Years passed. The case went cold, no suspects, no answers. Eventually, the family rented the house out, hoping to recover some of their loss. But even then, the unease never fully disappeared. Then something happened that brought the fear back all over again. A new letter, sent years later, to new occupants. The watcher was still there, still watching, still waiting, and still unknown. Before we go further, if you are enjoying this episode, make sure to follow and like the podcast. And don't forget to check out my link in bio to support Midnight Hour Files and help keep these stories coming. What makes this case so unsettling isn't just the letters, it's the possibility that the person behind them was always close. Not a stranger passing through, but someone nearby. Someone blending in, someone who could wave at you during the day and watch you at night. There have been many theories. Some believe it was a neighbor obsessed with the house. Others think it could have been a former owner who couldn't let go. There are even theories suggesting the entire thing was a hoax, but there has never been enough evidence to confirm any of them. Law enforcement eventually scaled back the investigation. With no clear suspect, the case slowly faded from active pursuit. But it never truly disappeared. Because the question remains, who was the watcher? And why that house to this day? The identity of the watcher has never been confirmed. No arrests, no official answers, just letters, and a story that continues to haunt the people who lived it. Somewhere in Westfield, New Jersey, that house still stands, looking like any other home on the street. Quiet, ordinary, but with a history that no one can fully explain. A house that someone once claimed belonged to them. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and follow Midnight Hour Files for more true crime and unsolved mystery stories. And if you want to support the podcast, check out my link in bio, because some stories don't end, and some watchers never stop watching.
Some truths never rest, and some stories are never over. This has been Midnight Hour Files. Sleep carefully.